You know, my teenager said something funny to me yesterday. He said, "You know, Dad, you back down. When push comes to shove, you back down." We have a somewhat of a, I guess, a family, without getting into the detail or or giving away anybody's identity or whatever, but we have a family thing right now where I'm being accused by my my immediate family, who I love the most, of backing down in a family argument against my parents. And my parents are concerned about having more explanation. If I try to explain more, then I get crushed by both sides. So it's a very very painful experience. But my son said, back down, Dad, you back down, and that's a character flaw that you have, and that really hurts. That's big time artillery he's taking out there, and I just it is, I guess, cruel to be kind or cruel to be cruel. I really am not sure what it is right now, but hopefully the former, right? And I was just surfing around. Of course, on the internet you can find anything, but I found this a thing called "How to Appear Confident When in a Fight." So how could this apply to me? Now, I don't really think of this as a fight, but as something we can figure out together, that we can reason together. That's not like, okay, it's you against me, and either I win or you win. It's not like a fight to the death, but so this person in WikiHow, I guess this is the wikihow.com. Here are the steps. Realize what or who you're fighting about. Think about exactly think about what exactly you are fighting about. This could have to do with a number of things, like stealing a girlfriend, boyfriend from a pal or enemy, calling someone chicken. Realizing what exactly you are fighting over can shape whether or not it's even worth fighting about. For example, if somebody walks up to you and says, "Hey, you stole my pencil, let's fight," you should just walk away. Don't give him or her back the pencil. This is what the article is about. Never back down. Now that you know what you are fighting about and know that it's worth the fight, do not back down, no matter how scared you are, even if the person you are fighting is a 300-pound sumo wrestler. Don't check it out and not fight, although fighting is never the answer. Backing down will only give you the sorry reputation of a chicken, baby scaredy cat, etc. If the fight is spontaneous, get your ass kicked if you have to. But don't be afraid of your opponent. Get violent if it comes down to protecting yourself or your reputation. I don't think that would work in the workplace. I think that would not work in the workplace. I don't know. Compromise. There's some. If your boss says this is what you need to do, you're not going to fight. You're not going to have a fist fight with him. Don't let him or her win you over, even if the person you're fighting does kick your butt. If you don't have to paint yourself the image of a scared, weak baby. Again, this is just one opinion on the internet. This is a person who has probably a big chip on their shoulder. Make sure you never walk away first. This will make you appear not confident, so no one will want to fight you again. If it's physical, don't surrender unless you are in serious danger of getting physically injured. Keep on fighting. Well, I don't know. I mean, what would I teach my child? I think don't. I guess what I'd always thought of is, don't put the bully on the same pedestal. I think that's a bad way to say it, but don't put the bully on equal footing. So that if you give credence to his silly arguments, or he just wants to make you angry, don't give in to that bullyism. That's don't go on the same level of the bully. It's not worth going on the same level as the bully. So there are some points where we just have to stop and reason and say, this is what you did, and I'm going to take the higher ground. This is what you did, and I'm going to take the higher ground. Have support. Having good friends will automatically ensure that you will have people standing behind you during the fight. Having this support will make you feel more comfortable. It will intimidate your opponent as well. So, or just talking things out with friends can help. If you have a support system and you're having an argument or a disagreement with your family or whatever, friends that you really trust, that support system, that basic support system, that real strong support system, go to them and say, what would you do? Have them be an arbiter, sort of okay, no, am I overreacting to this? Or if you have that healthy support system, then you're less likely to hold the grudge for a long time. Having good friends will automatically ensure that you will have people standing behind you during the fight. So it's kind of symbolic of having a support system. This person in the article actually means physical fight, I think, so much more concrete level. This is probably the most important of all. Always show. If the fight is planned, like I'm going to fight you on tomorrow morning, show up. Okay, so this is definitely, on a little level of the street, but kind of interesting YouTube diatribe. It's kind of fun. Nobody likes somebody that backs down. So I guess you could look up tips on not giving up. Never give up, but we shouldn't hold so strongly to our ego as to destroy other people too. There's a different 22 reasons to never give up. There we go. That's interesting. There's always like lists, those are easy to find on YouTube. There's always like lists you can go to. So that'll be my next diatribe. But anyway, I'm not, for privacy reasons, I'm not going to go into what the family squabble. It's not a major, it's a family squabble that can be solved, but my family members are on one side and then my parents are on another, kind of, it seems like, but that getting to the gist of this might help, or do we remain fake and just pretend there's no conflict? So it's a tough one. It's very, very tough.